it's fighting against you. You're in pain every month, your weight swings without reason, your skin breaks out, and yet, every time you seek help, the people you trust to give you answers insist nothing is wrong. That's been Lori Harvey's reality for more than a decade. At just 28, the model and entrepreneur finally shared that she spent years battling unexplained symptoms before finally getting answers. But her story isn't just about her, it's about the thousands of women who are told to stay silent about their pain. Section 1. Early Signs and Symptoms. Lori's struggle started when she was only 16. On the outside, she was young, ambitious, and determined to follow her dreams. But behind closed doors, her body was telling a different story. She experienced sudden and wild weight fluctuations despite sticking to a strict workout routine. She dealt with painful bloating after meals, acne that refused to clear, and even facial hair and rosacea. At the same time, her menstrual cycles came with what she described as the most excruciating cramps imaginable. Month after month, she was stuck in bed with pain so severe that even high doses of ibuprofen didn't help. But instead of answers, she was told that this was all normal. Like so many young women, Lori was taught to push through it, to keep going as if nothing was wrong. Section 2. Misdiagnosis and being dismissed. Lori tried to advocate for herself. She went back to her gynecologist over and over again, insisting that something was off in her body. But each time she heard the same words, "You're fine. Nothing's wrong." Those words left her questioning not just her body, but her sanity. Was she overreacting? Was this really how all women felt? She later described the experience as gaslighting. When doctors repeatedly dismiss what you're feeling, you start to wonder if you're imagining the pain. For Lori, the years of being brushed off didn't just delay treatment. It made her believe that maybe she just had to live like this forever. But deep down, she knew something wasn't right. And that inner voice kept pushing her to find someone who would actually listen. Section 3. The Turning Point. That turning point came when Lori visited Dr. Thais Ali-Abadi, a Los Angeles OB/GYN known for treating high-profile patients. In just one appointment, Dr. Ali-Abadi saw what others had missed for years. She discovered that Lori's ovaries were severely swollen and inflamed. Even more alarming, Lori had developed an endometrioma, a cyst caused by endometriosis, that was so large it required emergency surgery within days. If left untreated, it could have destroyed her fertility forever. Dr. Ali-Abadi didn't sugarcoat it. Getting pregnant in that condition would have been nearly impossible. For Lori, this wasn't just a diagnosis, it was validation. After more than a decade of being ignored, someone finally saw the truth in her pain. And in her words, that moment changed her life. Section 4. Understanding. PCOS and endometriosis. The diagnosis revealed Lori was dealing with not just one condition, but two: polycystic ovary syndrome, also known as PCOS, and endometriosis. PCOS is a hormonal disorder that affects up to 1 in 10 women of childbearing age in the US, yet it goes undiagnosed in as many as 70% of cases. The symptoms can vary, from irregular periods to hormonal imbalances that cause skin issues, excess hair growth, and difficulties with weight. For some women, it leads to serious fertility struggles. Endometriosis, on the other hand, occurs when tissue similar to the lining of the uterus grows in other areas of the body. The result is extreme pain, heavy periods, and even issues with the bladder and bowels. Like PCOS, it can threaten fertility if untreated. For Lori, living with both conditions at once explained years of unexplained suffering. Section 5. Treatment and relief. Once diagnosed, Lori finally began treatment. Her doctor prescribed metformin, a medication often used for diabetes but also effective in regulating hormones for PCOS patients. The results were nothing short of life-changing. She revealed that for the first time in years, her weight stabilized, her hormones balanced. The bloating, the acne, and the constant fatigue started to ease. Most importantly, she felt like herself again. After more than a decade of feeling betrayed by her own body, she finally had control. She also shared her plans to freeze her eggs in the near future. Not because she's worried about infertility anymore, Her doctor assured her she has tons of high-quality eggs, but as an insurance policy. It's her way of protecting her future on her own terms. Section 6. The silent epidemic. But Lori's story doesn't end with her personal relief. She used her platform to shine a light on what she called a silent epidemic. She revealed that many of her close friends quietly suffer from PCOS as well. None of them were properly educated on the condition, and many of them accepted their pain in silence, assuming it was just something women had to live with. This is the reality for countless women worldwide. Pain is dismissed as normal, symptoms are brushed off, and people are told to just take Tylenol and move on. Lori compared the experience to being gaslit by the very medical professionals who are supposed to help. Dr. Ali Abadi echoed that sentiment, pointing out that if someone as high profile as Lori Harvey struggles to be heard, the problem is even worse for women without the same resources or visibility. Section 7. Empowerment and Advocacy. The biggest lesson from Lori's story is the importance of self-advocacy. She urges women to listen to their bodies, to trust their instincts, and to keep pushing until someone takes their pain seriously. Too often, women's health concerns are minimized or ignored. Lori's experience proves how critical it is to seek second opinions and to find doctors who will listen. Her story isn't just about personal survival. It's about raising awareness and helping others break the cycle of silence. By sharing what she went through, she's hoping to empower other women to demand answers and fight for their health. Section 8. Conclusion. Lori Harvey's journey from being dismissed as fine to finally receiving a life-changing diagnosis is more than just a personal victory. It's a reminder of how deeply flawed the system can be when it comes to women's health and how vital it is to listen to patients. For years, Lori carried the weight of unexplained pain, unanswered questions, and the fear that she might never feel normal again. Today, she stands as proof that persistence and self-belief can change everything. Her story forces us to ask, how many other women are living in silence, waiting for someone to believe them? And how different would things look if doctors truly listened the first time? In the end, Lori's message is clear. Trust yourself, fight for answers, and never let anyone convince you that your pain doesn't matter.